Jainu. Oh, na usu dia na uye ya. Dia na usu uye ya. Dia na usu uye ya. Okay, Edieni. You concentrate here. Concentrate here. Bie. Oh, Jainu. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, what's your idea? Master, oh, driver. Go to. You see? Have you seen water? Have you seen water? And we have 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are coming. So what is the issue?
Maybe you need to do more education, more engagement.
But I want to plead with you. You can go to Medina and check. You can go to Circle and pass through Circle. All of you pass through Circle and go and check. Go and check anywhere. Ministries, there's one there. Go and check.
All right. Some of the traders, a number of them, have accused the Ghana National Fire Service of coming here without water.
So I know if somebody loses his property like this, it is painful. But for them to shift the blame on the Ghana National Fire Service that we didn't bring water, I think you, the media, can also do us some good. You can pay visits, surprise visits to fire stations, not only in Greater Accra, anywhere in this country, and check and see whether the fire engines that are there ready for action has water or not. Let me place on record, there is no way a fire engine will leave the station to the fire ground without water. It is not possible. What normally we do is that this fire tender that you see doesn't carry unlimited water. It doesn't carry unlimited water. What normally we expect to happen is that there should be a workable hydrant here that we will connect from the hydrant to the pump. Then when we are discharging from the pump to the fire ground, the one that we connected from the hydrant to the pump is replenished. As we speak, we got here, the hydrant that is down there, from here you can go and check. It's not working. The hydrant was not working. So we had to call for 5 more fire engines to augment. The Ghana police gave us tankers 4. AMA gave us 2. So with all this, why should anybody say that there was no water in the fire engine? I believe that maybe people who say those things, either maybe they don't appreciate the type of job that we do, or maybe the person is just out there to play mischief. The intervention of the Ghana National Fire Service, the whole Accra, this area would have been raised down. That is a fact. Because I'm looking at it from a technical eye. Check. Anybody at all can view it from here. Have you seen this building? Have you realized that there is no space in between this building and the next building? They are all linked up. The other one too is linked up. The next one is linked up. So what it means is that when the fire starts, the way they are linked up in a chain, that is the way it's going to go. When you go down there, it's the same way. So like the whole of this area down to the next lane there through the bank. That's what would have happened yesterday. But we were strategic. We managed to hold the fire to contain it here.
Before you continue, do you mean the central bank? That's the Bank of Ghana, commercial bank?
There is from here there is a bank that is down. Is it? We know UMB. It would have continued through UMB because the whole place is linked up to that side. But we managed to hold the fire here to stop it here.
Do you have some of the findings already here? What caused the fire?
No, but if you have the technical eye and you come and stand, even though you will not draw your conclusions, but you'll be able to infer what has happened. Look at the housekeeping. From here, look at the housekeeping. Look at the way structures are linked from one to the other, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. If there were smoke detectors in the room, the alarm would have sounded. If there were heat detectors, the alarm would have sounded. If there were flame detectors, alarm would have sounded. If there were sprinklers, it would have worked. The sprinklers would have been spilling the water before the arrival of the firemen. If the hydrants were working, there was no even need to call for a second pump. Would have connected from the hydrant to the pump, and the fire engine would be there and will be buying diesel from elsewhere and feeding it until the fire is what? Extinguished. So for us to live here to go look for water is also a pain to us.
Okay.
Because we are not supposed to fight fire that way.
Okay.
Fire is not designed that way, and I'm going to place on record there is no way a fire engine can carry unlimited water. It is not possible.
Before I leave you to go, once you mentioned about fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, and all of that, private homes, building my own home, and what should I do? Do I need you?
You are enjoined by a law at 537 1997, where LI 1724 has been born out of Fire Precaution Premises Regulations 2004. There is an amendment to that, 2249 LI. Clearly states that private homes are enjoined by law to submit their drawings. We will advise them where their kitchen should be, where their extinguishers should be, where they should heat detectors should be, their fire blankets should be placed in their kitchens. A whole lot of things are supposed to be done. Even an emergency exit in your home should be indicated on your drawings, so that when the one entrance is blocked by fire, you can escape from the other entrance. So if you see all the investigations that we've conducted, people died out of fire because they never had emergency exits. That is what happened. So I want to place on record that what we have done here, if not for our intervention, the whole of Accra, this area would have gone down. Factors are contributing to the spread of fire. No, I'm a person who said, we see with Diane, make sure say we know your neighbor no, who bet him in temu kakra, at least some few 5 feet to be kakra every mo. Yes, Anna, person on Mudia CCC. What they see way, starting from house A, Ebeko house B, from B to C, C to this house is Nina and San a Jana day. I stop it. Nasa eja eti say na every ha edi ha eba ha say yatimi ahole jaya mo say fire for buy man fancy amba ke am fancy amba nke just start wa hanu ma kire ebe kwa to the last point oho na nka be kwa this time by this nka yin ni adwa na free ha nti say you place on record say person be ya mamun say ye din simple.
Bag on the woman and so me were customers me no more so mammy. First one, second one be bought 60, and a third one be bought 30 bars. Obi any how wajin is sika, Nina and so Nina she. Near almost 2,000 at a good fridge in Mulu. Nina she. Medium in quad, men yamin crumbled there by medium incest for Mancasa. Me to be yoshi. There are dozens of men so yummy. Me pamcho
samre no obohia mo asebio aka obi akoma asebio opeso bo abohia
and so we can akoma so be bo me fi say dem be lole fa kofie kura mpodi ni kite bi nti so be hia mo na wa bo me dia ba me ta dem be mobo yeah, and so gas, and so the chassis, and you so be as a gas, and on so gas. And one say, who say, Janet, buy the blend baby, so I'm a fire service phone.
I don't bring fire service.
If it's a mobile, your friend, you cry a call your copom chance on mobile. It's a mobile, no, I catch them say, Josh, Moody come, you never see us soon. It is I be a monk, I'm most more day. No more show my name and Yinashi. Fridge do a brew a Yinashi, or right inside that. Fridge woman in a top also fridge in coin, and a month for near my market Tony for floor. Ninashi, and no crowd be crowd collapse on the other end, one of the copy why I Sabia.
They say, what's your uncle Fieno? Uncle Fiona obedient in our mouth, and another day. I
make the same coffee. I mean, sick as some Mexicano, so the clan I get a minute so. I she said, never I know be a play on it. Sicani in us, they say, me
just can go inside.
Aye, I didn't know to do fridge in the money. I lock it. They say, sick as something I actually. And I said, a club where I am Mosanka. Yes, we are sack of Fanyama. A good fridge, and side the outside, I told you, and you may be a sack of it. And so they don't be boy, Yamin, your doors, so they don't be my end.
And it's a devil and to my enemy.
Then the two enemies says, oh, baby, I'm boy, and as I said, I am mobile. There were hard in Yakaka share back. That's the saying, says for me, I read that share back.
We are meeting not at a time that we should be celebrating, but a time that we are almost mourning. But we thank God that we've not lost any life. It could have been worse. So, like the scripture says, in all times we give thanks to God. Because this thing happening in the night, and if we have lost life, that would have been more disastrous. As for the property, we can find a way of replacing them. But if we had lost a life, that would have been impossible to replace. So we thank God for that. But it is too unfortunate that at the time that we are struggling to provide more accommodation for our men and women in the service, we just lost a property. Investigation is going to continue to find out the root cause. But our concern and the concern of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is to extend his sympathy to each and every one of you. You can be rest assured, if he was in town, we'll have been here together. Our Vice President, I briefed her this morning. She's also in the Bunu region. Definitely, I know she promised that she's coming back this evening. And I know if she gets back this evening, it's most likely tomorrow morning she'll come and visit you again. But that as may be, even though His Excellency is out of town, he has given firm instructions to us to make sure that immediately we try to bring relief to you. Yeah, we cannot replace everything that you've lost. We cannot comfort you immediately, but we must immediately try to settle you. And that, with the help of the IGP and his POMAC, we are assuring you that before the weekend, we should try to settle each and every one of you by the grace of God. What IGP and the POMAC are doing, which we are supporting, is to immediately, from today, try to get all of you temporary places, even if it is a hotel. They must try immediately to get you a place that you can put your head. We don't want to hear a situation as it is now from last night. Men were cramped here and women were cramped up there. We don't want to hear that. We want immediately, by the close of today, all of you should have at least some place temporary to put your heads. Whilst we take steps within the week to get accommodation for each and every one of you, we are going to support the IGP and POMAC to make sure that immediately everybody is getting a rented place that at least you can call a new home whilst we make effort to reconstruct the building.
If this thing works. Oh, but to me, my worry is that initially these guys are afraid they're all. Now, push it for my shop and sell.